I'm going to play my favorite piece by Rachmaninoff. This concerto, or rather a work for piano and orchestra, is called Rachmaninoff's Rhapsody on a Theme of Paganini for piano and orchestra. And this is the most beautiful part of it, Variation 18. Please enjoy it first. I think that Rachmaninoff has many devoted fans here in our country because his melodies are just so incredibly moving and powerful. They are so capable of truly touching the deepest heartstrings. Truly, his emotion can directly reach out and connect with listeners on a very personal level. Pierce right into your heart. So that's one reason why everyone loves Rachmaninoff so much. Of course, we've mentioned before Rachmaninoff's very long phrases, right? This piece is a bit different. The structure is slightly looser, unlike many of Rachmaninoff's grand melodies, for example. This is one question, one answer. Although there are also long phrases, it's call and response, and then finally, no more call and response. It's a long phrase. So it's actually short phrase, and then a long phrase builds up. So this feels a bit different from the usual Rachmaninoff. It's much more delicate. This piece is more tender. And similarly, what's consistent with playing Chopin's melodies? It's the bass. Don't let it interfere. This bass. But Rachmaninoff differs from Chopin in that he sometimes likes to hide the middle voice in the left thumb, creating some very interesting harmonies. Unlike Chopin, he sometimes intentionally wants the left hand to do more, planting little surprises. For instance, in this piece, it's very light here, right? Nothing there. But then he'll do this. You see what I mean? You saw that, right? He often tucks things in like that, almost as if he's hiding little details in the music. So when you're controlling Rachmaninoff's bass, you really must practice very slowly and carefully. It's not enough to just play the root note. You need to pay close attention to every subtle movement and nuance in the bass line. Sometimes he needs a bit of the middle voice to support the right hand's harmony. even hiding it in the bass thumb. Let me play it for you again. First, the bass, same concept as Chopin, right? But then all of a sudden he goes like this. And then it's gone. But it's mainly the right hand. Mainly the right hand. In other words, you could say that Rachmaninoff's pieces really strive for a more symphonic quality. They're more symphonic in nature. Even when you listen to his piano concertos, you almost feel as though it's a symphony. Rachmaninoff, 2, 3, or even 1, they are all works in which a symphony and a piano are beautifully fused together. That is also exactly why his concertos are so deeply beloved, and why people never seem to tire of hearing them.